But
That'd be good to reference.
um, but so I just wanted to, reach out to as many people as possible. And I have so many people who have come out to me and have been saying that they wanted products and Shakeology or whatever, but no one's like making a move. You know what I mean? And it's I know it's just a frustration that I'm experiencing, and I'll have a time where it'll be the complete opposite. But so what I want to do next week is, if everyone is free on Monday evening, the first, we could do a power hour type thing, maybe from 8 to 9. And if that night doesn't work, maybe we could do Thursday, because I teach until 8:30 on Tuesday. But does Monday work for you guys, or?
I can make it work, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet because we have the kids Monday, so
Okay.
I have to check.
Does Tuesday work better for you, Kristen?
It does, but I don't want to
Tuesday works really good for me because I don't teach on Tuesday night.
Okay, so maybe what we could do.
What about everyone else?
Tuesday's fine.
Okay, so maybe I'll do mine on Monday because I teach 2 classes, and I'm dead by the time I get home on Tuesday. So maybe you 4 could do it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or whoever wants to do it on Monday with me. But the point is, I want everyone to just say, hey, I'm going to do my power hour now, and just kind of go on from there. So that is one thing that I want to do. And I want to do that every single month, in the beginning of every month. That way, we'll go through our list of people, right? We'll have, let's say, 30 to 40 people. And then through that month, we can continue to contact them. I don't know about you guys, but I'm with a couple people, I've kind of gotten to the point where they reach out to me and they're, I want it. And then they I don't hear from them, and I've messaged them on Facebook and I know that they read it, but it's like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what's the disconnect?
When you send a message, do you send like one long message, like, hey, just following up with you from your interest or whatever? Like I normally do that too. Is that how you do it, or do you separate them?
Okay, perfect example. I had this girl, she messaged me. I have so many people contact me about all the hammer and chisel hammer and chisel videos that I post. They're like,
yeah,
oh my God, I want the hammer and chisel, or I want this, or I want some program. I've had those videos that I do, I feel stupid doing them every freaking day. I'm like, oh my God.
They're helpful though. Yeah.
Watch me in my cat pants. Who cares? But it works. Like, people actually reach out. And, so I had this girl, she's like, I really want the hammer and chisel. I'm in a wedding. I want to be fit, whatever. And I went to send her an email with my mobile app, and I noticed that she was a Beachbody customer. So I was like, oh, hey, if you just send this email and switch to me as your coach, And I saw she read it. So a couple of days later, I said, hey, did you send that email? Because I was looking in my back office. I didn't see her. And then yesterday she responded, and she's like, hey, yeah, I really want to get the hammer and chisel. And she kept asking me all these questions. And I was like, did you ever send that email? And then she read it, and she never freaking said anything.
I hate that.
I know. So I'm like,
there's the only trick I know, which is actually, I mean, it's worked and then it hasn't worked. So I think it's hit or miss, but it's in the training stuff that we learned. And one of the girls about social media, her little trick is you do like a message to someone and you're like, hey, send. Okay. And then when you send another message with a smaller like paragraph, you say whatever you got to say, send. Because when they see multiple messages, it makes them like look at it again. Whereas if you send like all your information in one, they read it and forget about it. Okay. So by sending like, hey, send, it might be really annoying, send, whatever, but it'll make them kind of like be like, oh, hey, I forgot I was going to, get back to her.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Like I said, if I don't respond, she's blowing me up.
I know. And
exactly.
I don't want to be like, I kind of want to be like, listen, if you don't want to switch me, that's fine. But like, freaking just say it. Like, I don't care,
Right.
I hate that. I hate when people just avoid something.
I guess just because I'm so bold and so like, okay, I had someone contact me about It Works the other day, and I've had like 1 million people contact me about that. And I straight up told him, I was like, it doesn't
work.
I was like, no offense. I was like, I'm really happy that you're passionate about the product. I don't believe in it. And he was like, oh, okay. Thanks for your honesty. And I was like, yeah, bye. But anyways,
Yeah.
So I kind of went off on a tangent about that. But anyway, so I just want to make a list of people, follow up. And I have a list of people that I want to introduce the coaching opportunity to. And I know that inviting works. I just need to do it more. And I invite everyone in February. It is the month of my birth. Next Wednesday, I'm turning 21. Ta-ta. So,
You don't need to start lying about your age yet.
so let's just introduce the opportunity and just be super confident and all that stuff. And one more thing before I turn it over to Danny is vote for my brother for the Beachbody Challenge. Not that you haven't seen that on my Facebook like all freaking week, but
I voted the past 2 days. I didn't vote today.
get on it, girl.
I'm putting my
I
iPad
voted
down
every
and
single day. You know what I forgot to do though? I've been voting on my account. I keep forgetting to go onto Eric's and
vote.
that he runs his own account and all to vote on his account too. So I'll have to do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. Shout out to Kristen for her freaking awesome post today. That was amazing, and it's
I was very excited.
dude. I can't. And shout out to Gary for posting it too.
I got a ton of leads that I'm following up with just because of that one post. So,
Yay!
How many inches did she lose?
she didn't have a scale or measure. I'm like, really? So I told her to come over. We'll measure and kind of fudge numbers so she can get her shirt. I don't know. And then start from here.
Yeah. I've fudged the information before, but that her muffin top is completely gone.
It was, yeah.
She just had a baby
awesome.
like a year ago.
What?
Yeah, good for you. That is a great before and after that you're going to be able to use. And
I know.
she would be if she would ever, I know maybe she's not interested in coaching, but her before and after alone.
I already sent it to her husband. They're doing it together, the husband and wife. And I've been working them since August. And finally in December they ordered. So
Awesome.
Aaron, it takes a while,
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, these people, I gave up on them. And then boom, one day he contacted me, ordered right then. So
Yeah.
it's nuts
It
how
took
people
me-
think.
It took me a while too, like to get from one program, ordered one program, PIO, and I added Karen as my coach. And then it took until like probably from July, August, December, maybe another 5 months before I ordered before I really got into it. I mean, eventually, like a couple months in, I got Shakeology, and then a couple months in, I got a challenge pack, and then a couple months more, I got into coaching. So,
Yeah.
So it does
We'll get
take a
there.
while.
Yeah.
it works though.
Yeah. It does. All right, Danny, are you ready to take over for about 20 minutes?
I am ready. I have a slideshow ready to go.
Goody.
And I will post a slideshow on the site either tonight or tomorrow so that we can all look at it. It's not as fancy as my last one, but I'll be doing more talking, but you'll be able to see this so that if you want to take notes, it'll be up in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, so I just hit share screen. That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be able to let you.
Ooh. Oh, there it is. Okay. I've never done this before. Sorry. Do I do share computer sound? No, I don't have sound. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Oh.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay.
Good.
Woo, yay.
Yeah, buddy.
Let me move this over. Oh. There we go. Okay. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, team call. So, did everyone get a chance to look at Melanie Mitra's video yet from that training I went to?
I did last week.
Okay. Anyone else?
No.
I did not. No, I've been
Okay.
catching up on wake-up calls all week.
Okay. I recommend, just because it's going to save us a lot of time, it's about 20 minutes long. You don't even have to watch it. I mean, unless you want to see her beautiful face, but you can just listen to her. She talks all about time management, and this is just a really short recap of what she goes over. But that's a really awesome video to watch, and she goes into much more detail than I'll be going into right now. But especially for new coaches, some good time management tips that I wish I kind of would have had this information when I started, because I was all over the place when I was a new coach. Like, I was probably texting Karen at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night with random questions. I was answering people at, all hours of the night. I'm sure my husband got annoyed with it because I would tell him to hold on, because I was getting really into detail with like giving all these details to people instead of just showing them the video from the YouTube, about whatever program we have. So I was just sitting there like, explaining like every minute of what 21 Day Fix can do for you. And I should have just been like, here, reference this video. You really want to have your goals clear and cut. I'm still working on number 2. I hit the snooze button probably like 5 times in the morning. It's really bad. So that's
nothing. I got you beat by like 20 times.
It's bad. So that's my goal to work on. But the point of the time wasting versus business building, she goes into the detail about how when she first had her first son, before she had her second, she had to sometimes figure out, okay, his nap time, does she want to sleep because she's really tired, or that time needs to be used for building her business and getting online, doing posts and doing other things like that, connecting with people. So you just have to make those sacrifices as far as, yeah, we really would love to sleep because sleep is amazing, but we could be using that time to be doing something else. So I'm a big list person. You want to work off of a list. You want to have a master list first of all of your main goals. And then you want to break that up into each day and try to have realistic goals of truly what you think that you can master for that day. Whether that's posting something, I'll get into this later, but also making videos like what Karen does for her workouts. I do it sometimes with my workouts. You get a lot of people interested. You get a lot of likes about it. Or even just doing a face-to-face video. But again, I'll get into that in a minute. So anyway, and then you want to delay any instant gratification for long-term success. Meaning, yeah, it's awesome to get that one challenge pack, but you want to really focus on the big picture. You really want to try, like what Karen said, for our power hours, to reach out to as many people as possible. Because when you do that, you're going to get a lot of no's, and you really want to make sure you have a good sum of people who will actually say yes as well. So that's that. Watch the video. It's super informative. Everyone, apparently, I reached out to Melanie Mitro, and I asked if she was going to be posting some of her slides and things, videos from the rest of that training. She said she will be. So whenever that happens, I will make sure I share it with everyone else as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's you're welcome. It's I think, I don't know how she did it, but if you registered and you got a ticket, to pay for it, that's part of it or something. I don't know. Okay. So investing in you and your business. In order to be successful in your business, you have to make the sacrifices like what we talked about to put into the time. This was something I actually didn't really think about, or even, I'm not at that point yet in my team because I really don't have anyone else under me. I've had a lot of ups and downs with that. So for Karen and for all of you guys who are trying to recruit coaches, I'm trying to recruit coaches. You want to spend 80% of the time building your own business. And that is because I know I'm not going to get into the logistics, but we have a lot of issues in our upline not really having a lot of guidance because they don't know a lot. So you don't want to fall into that issue where we don't know where we're going, which is going to keep you guys at a dead end. And so I know for myself, when I start getting coaches, I'm going to really have to know and create a path for myself so I can teach all the coaches under me. That's why, Karen's asking for people to do the new coaches training with Cornell, because that's a really good start to build off of. And I mean, that just makes you a good leader so that you can really help your team and they can grow as well. So that's a big part, which honestly, I didn't even think about because I just figured you want to spend more time with your team versus focusing on yourself. I kind of thought it was selfish, but this totally makes sense.
That's a different way of thinking about it, but I like it.
I do too. It makes much more sense. And I agree. I mean, the 20% is still a very important percentage, but you just
it's like working on yourself helps your team just by default. It seems
exactly.
Like
exactly.
I'm getting it right.
Yep. No, that's exactly right. So moving along. A couple of things, if you guys have pen and paper handy to jot these down. I've been researching a lot. This is not so much just from the training, but it's more of the personal investments. I just signed up for the 30-day push by Chalene Johnson. It's all business related on how to better do business. It's all free, and you get an email every day for 30 days. It's pretty awesome from her. It has videos that she's done, oh gosh, like years ago. Some of them are updated to recent. But yeah, so you get it for free. You get daily videos, you get worksheets, and she just asks you to do about 10 minutes a day to just focus on this actual program. And I think it's pretty awesome. Something from the training we learned was, I don't know the exact verbiage for it, but if you can Google, it's called, just like look up Instagram training or Instagram for business. I found it on my Facebook, and Shalene Johnson actually did a sponsored post, and I was interested one day, and I was like, oh, well, why not? Let me check it out. It's also free. It's limited to like 48 hours access, but it's all about your Instagram. And my gosh, like she's a genius, because I'm still learning Instagram, and I thought hashtags were the thing to do. They're apparently not anymore. So I've toned down on that a lot. I'm doing a lot of rebuilding my, image and myself for my business. I've probably changed my Instagram name like 50 times.
I did notice you changed it a couple weeks. I was like, wait, where is she?
I know, I'm all over the place. So I think I finally narrowed it down. He really makes a point to say, even though you want to market yourself and your brand, you really want to truly show who you are, which is why I went back to my original name on Instagram of just Danielle.Shaner, because within your Instagram is when you start showing your business, if you will, your brand. And you want to make it, I've gotten away from making my Instagram personal. And if I really cared, I could start a new Instagram and make that all family related and everything. But she really tones in on making one business and one personal. She actually gives you, I don't have these written down. I have it on my notebook, but not on the email. She has like 5 different Instagram accounts, and they're all pretty awesome. And they don't have her name tagged to it. They're all like different names. But a lot of them are really helpful for Instagram tips, upgrades, things like that. So check that out, because that's awesome and it's free. Today, I should start doing this more as well. Go through your back office. Take like 5-10 minutes to look at some of the recent things that they update on the right-hand side. Who knew that we were getting our own like little emojis?
I know, but it's so awesome.
It's pretty amazing. But anyway, so that's just, that's minor. It's not big news, but it's just, you find a lot of really cool things. They put in a lot of awesome detailed information about the cafe latte, huge posters. You can print off the recipe calendars that I sent to Erin with
yes,
her,
thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, but when you send out samples, or when you try to get people interested in Shakeology, but you may not know of a really good recipe, use those calendars. They are there. You can print them off. You can email them to people. You can give them the link. There's so many awesome things in our back office that if you just play around with it, you're going to find so much information. It depends on where you are in your business if you're comfortable with this. But I've started a blog site with WordPress. You have to invest a little bit of money into it depending on how far you want it to go. But it's really helpful, because so I don't have to sit here, every day and describe things in detail to people about programs. I throw it all on a blog and I just send them the link. I have my video on there for the 21-day fix. I have my experiences for everything with a 3-day refresh. I can post on my before and afters. It's just really good. And I used to never be really like a blog person. I thought they were kind of stupid, but they work. And if you look up MelanieMitro.com, hers is like crazy big, but anyway, it's a really good example to work off of. And then that's when you can start creating your brand, really giving it a personal touch, and like letting people know what you're about, and kind of your why comes into play. These are 2 books that were described at our at that thing I went to, the conference. God, I can't talk. Eat That Frog is also described, and the 90 Days to Excellence is described in the video that is posted in with Melanie Mitro as well. She has a really good detailed description on what Eat That Frog is about. It's just kind of talking about like, just do it in your day, kind of just swallowing it. Just, you need to do what you need to do and put all your other distractions aside. And 90 Days to Excellence is also really good. I haven't bought either of those yet, but they do come in audiobook as well. So if you're interested in those.
Yeah, I wanted to say one thing about I was hoping we could read. I'm going to reread to The Miracle Morning. Danny, I know you.
Yes,
you bought that.
I downloaded that, but I haven't gotten into it yet. So I need to do that. That's something that I need to, if I do it with you, it'll like give me more motivation to do it.
Yeah, I was going to start it on Monday.
Okay. I'll do it on Monday too.
Okay. If you guys want to, Aaron, Kristen, Darnell, Darlene. Look, I missed your Cornell's name. It's a great, great book about morning routines. I know, Kristen, you go to work super, super early, so it probably won't work with your crazy busy schedule. But it is a good book about, and not even necessarily mornings, but just figuring out where to place certain things during your day. So if you want more info, we'll share that. But, Danny, I think we got about 10 more minutes.
Okay. I only have, I think, like 2 more slides, and they're really.
By the way, your slides are like really pretty.
Oh, by the way, so while you said that, thank you. If you don't already have a Google account, I'm going to go ahead and just like throw that out there. Google, I've spent time utilizing like what it can offer. It's not just an email account. I've started finding out in Google Docs that's available to you. It's like in this little like hidden corner. Again, I kind of looked off of Melanie to get some ideas. I do my meal plans that way. Darling, you were interested in how I do my meal plans. You liked the layout of it.
Yes.
That's all from Google Docs.
Really?
You have an Excel, and you have this, which is Sheets. So it's almost like PowerPoint. I created all of this, and it's with you. You have access to it in your email account at all times. I could even add all of you guys, whoever has a Gmail account, into this, and you can always edit it or use it yourself. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
if you want to get a Gmail account, Karen, I think you have one. It's a free option to use all of this. So
I use Google Drive, but I never use Google Docs.
Yeah. So use Google Docs.
Okay.
It's amazing. And it saves it all there. Like I said, it's awesome. So, all right. Sorry, I'm talking really fast. Apps to download. Like I said, this will be posted again in the team page. So if you miss it, I'll repost it. These are really good. I want to focus on this last one here. It's Iconosquare. I learned that. That, my friend, you learn, which I didn't even know this was a thing. So whoever has Instagram, if you want to learn who you target, how many people you get from what location, all this other incredible stuff. This breaks it all down for you in percentage-wise on who you're reaching out to and where your geographic locations are. And you can narrow down specifically. So for Karen and I, if a hashtag to use and you want to keep them minimal, if we want to really target women who are very similar to us, a really easy hashtag for us to use would be hashtag military wife. Or, things like that. You don't want to use hashtags that are well known, that I used to do a lot, and I still do it from time to time, like FitFam. You see like 2,000 people have posted something with FitFam. You're going to get lost in the translation.
Right.
You want to find something very basic, like for the moms, you want to find like Busy Mom Life, something like that, to where people can relate to it. Anyway, with all of those, you want to use Iconosquare. And it connects to your Instagram. Live stream, we use that a lot for Beachbody things. Karen and I used it when we were down in Nashville with things that were, being streamed live. You can tap into that. And the rest of them are just really good business apps to have. I make all of my pictures with Photify and Pick Play Post. So those are really good ones to have.
Cat bite.
Oh, I couldn't see it, but I could hear it.
You have 2 cats?
I have 3.
Oh.
All right. The next thing is podcasts. Shalene Johnson, of course, she is all into social media, so you'll see her name in a lot of things that I'm posting. But the Shalene Show, super positive, super awesome. If you're walking on the treadmill or something, just hit play on that. It's amazing.
She is amazing. I listened to that. I guess.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Super motivating.
So motivating. Inside Shakeology is all about Shakeology. Everything that they come out with that's new, that's really good to have and reference. Team Beachbody Coach. That's where all of our morning podcasts, I think every Monday morning or something, that's where you can find those. And of course, because I'm really trying to narrow down financial stuff, the Dave Ramsey Show is really awesome.
Holla!
Yeah, he's amazing, and he will change your
my
life. Pretty much. So that's enough with that. I'll post it up. Last thing, let me see. Oh, how do we go back? Go back. All right. Touch briefly on this because I could go for a long time with just this stuff. Right here, how to brand your market. Logos. I went to someone to try to create a brand logo for me, and he quoted me $1,500. So I said, I'm sorry, I can't do that. He's really good. I can't do that. Not right now in my budget. So people like Melanie Mitro have used Fiverr, and you can get a brand logo made for you for depending on where you are in your budget. There's so many options to go through. If you click this link, you'll go to that webpage. But for $5, you can get someone to create a logo for you. If you know where you want your brand to go, they'll do it all for you. That's it. No questions asked. And it's pretty awesome. Something that they said in the training, don't be afraid to share what the business is doing for you. That doesn't mean you need to advertise how much money you're making, or, how much money you're not making sometimes. But you can let them know, like, I know for Erin, you've come a long way, it sounds like, from the beginning, and you're building up. Let people know that. Let people see that you're not just this person to like jump right into something. People are much like you more than you think, to where you're very reserved. You think about things before you just act upon them.
Yeah.
Let that show, because you're going to connect to so many people by doing that.
Yeah.
And you've learned so much because of Beachbody, I think. I mean, I'm kind of twisting it a little bit, but
No, that's true.
But so I think that's what, to me, I can see that's what the business is doing for you. And I think that's really important to share, because Beachbody totally isn't about just us making money off of products. Like, it's more, Caleb just posted a video today. If you decrease in rank, who cares? Keep doing what you're doing and keep pushing, building your team, because it's not always about the rank.
Yeah.
So
And look at how far Kristen has come. I mean,
exactly. Yes.
Kristen has, I love her transformation, because I went balls to the walls as soon as I got in the business. Like, didn't care what I was posting. I mean, I did care, but I was very
mindlessly posting like me. Yeah.
And that works for us, right?
Yeah.
But for Kristen, like, she took it slow. She got her toes wet before she got her legs wet, and look at the success she's having now.
Exactly. And by all means, do what works for you. With me saying that or re-quoting them, that's not me telling you need to like hurry up and jump into the game. No, keep doing it. Just let people know that that's who you are.
Yeah. I was so proud of Kristen's post today. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was like, holy shnikes. Look at this post. It was so awesome. So kudos to you, Kristen, for sure.
The last thing quickly, just on YouTube, Google online retail marketing. You're going to find so many videos. Again, this one right here, look at the stats. Why to use website videos, or just like videos of yourself, even if you're just talking. People like to watch things instead of just read. 80% of people watch, only 20% read. So keep it short, 90 seconds or less, one topic per video. CTA means call to action. At the end of a video or something, or at the end of a post, say, hey, if you want to learn more information, message me or post below, and do some weird emojis or something. I don't know, but that's a call to action. Let them know that they could win something, a free offer, a personal call, because then you can get someone's email and stay connected with them. And I'll just post this on our site so you can see it. But this is all about just defining you and how to create your why. I thought this hit home, and it was very bold for them to say this in the training, but your real why is either avoiding pain or seeking pleasure. What makes you cry? What pisses you off? What are you trying to avoid, and what are you seeking? When you think about your why, you should almost be in tears. And they were in tears telling me that. I mean, all of their stories. Your goals are not whys are not your goals. They are your motivation behind achieving those goals. So even though my goal could be to stay super fit because of my knee issues, that's just my motivation to achieve it, because I'm determined. but I have another motive behind that, which is my why, my family, my health. I can go into more detail, but that's pretty much what it is. You have to dig down deep, let that sit for you for a couple of days and really think about it. And that's what you need to show people. And then what drives your success, things like that. You just got to do it. Increase your personal development. Start treating the business like a business, because it is one. We get paid for it, and you have to put the work in order to be successful. I bet you if you just sit there every day and you don't do anything, you don't reach out, you're not going to make any money. You're not going to do anything. People are going to stop reaching out to you. So we all have to increase and improve that. And that's it. So, okay. Whew.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was great, Danielle. That was really awesome.
Thank you. But yeah, so I encourage everyone. Karen's also already reached out to someone for Super Saturday to get involved. It is a good part of your day for us. One Saturday every quarter. Go out. I go to the Pittsburgh ones now by myself just because I'm here and I'm 3 hours away from Karen, and I'm just kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'm in Morgantown. So I just go to them, and I've started meeting all these new coaches, and I've met I kind of have my own little Pittsburgh family outside of our team. I've made friends, and I've made so many other contacts. And I think that's what all of us should be doing, is invest in that time quarterly to get to those meetings, because you learn so much material than just watching the video that's reposted later.
I think Erin's going to come with me, and
What was the date on that again?
the 2nd of April.
2nd. Yeah.
Yes.
I think you said you were going to get back to me, Kristen, but
Do I have to sign up in advance, or?
Some of them you do have to get tickets.
Yeah, but this one is going to be we have 2 minutes exactly. So
We can talk about it later.
no, it's fine. I'm going to meet with the girl, Sarah Placina. She is in Lancaster, and she was in Max 30. And she I'm going to be co-teaching this, and I could potentially be teaching PIO in front of hundreds of people.
That's awesome.
So it would be
That's
so
cool.
cool for Kristen, if you could come, and Darlene, if you wanted to come up here. But anyway, so I'm going to post, and I'm just going to keep this chat that we have on our phones. I know group messages are really annoying, but I'm going to keep it open so all the time, so we can just text back and forth. I want to really hit personal development, the Miracle Morning, the Power Hour, and really taking over February for sure. Maybe we can get some rank advancements and do some really cool things. So if anyone has any questions, we don't have time, so just text me. And, but this was a really great call, Danny. Thank you so much for.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And we will talk soon. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
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 Bye. Happy birthday next week.
Happy birthday, Karen. Bye.
Bye.